Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and welcome back to another need reads. Needed empowerment, enlightenment discovered for you Pisces. I've decided to do these in November and most possibly December as well, just to take the time to really slow it down, to take the energies of the cards that Spirit wants us to look at and really work on that energy. You can take days, you can take weeks, you can take one day and move on to the next one, whatever you like. If you like these type of readings, I do them twice a day. And if you want to be notified, there's a way to do that. Just click the subscribe button, the notification bell to all. And if you press the notifications on your phone as well, that will help. Alright, so we got the Four of Swords today in the Healing Light Tarot. Now, I have to admit, the Four of Swords, I never really got a lot of hits out of it, so I'm guessing that's why Spirit sent it out to me. It's always been, for me, the card of healing and recovery. You know, that's the way I perceive it most of the time. But by sitting down and really observing this card and taking in everything, all the imagery, especially in this deck, I'm getting a lot of bigger hits on this. First of all, there are falling leaves, as you can see, all over. Okay, there's leaves coming down here. This really indicates this time of the year, especially in the hemisphere that I'm at. There's a lot of fall-like weather. The leaves are falling, the trees are getting barren. It is time for rest. As well, I feel that I see these two people are laying down, and it's weird to have two people. There's usually one figure, but there's a man and a woman. I feel like the divine feminine, the divine masculine, especially because their hands are in prayer, is bringing a lot of hit that it's time for a harmony for the two to just kind of back down and merge in taking the time to discover the balance between the two. Also feel that the hands together is also praying and wishing upon a star, which you can see two side by side here, right here. There's many more, but these two are really relevant in the picture for me, really striking out. I feel like they're wishing upon a star while they're resting, healing, sleeping. You know, make a wish upon a star as you're resting. As well, I see that there's little windows here. Okay, little windows with different images. Are they images of, I'm hearing from the tale, sugar plum fairies in your mind, while they dream of fairies or sugar plums as they sleep. Are you dreaming of what you are trying to imagine or create in your life? Same thing. There's a lot of imagery here. There's a big shining light on one of the swords to emphasize that there is clarity to be had from the Ace of Swords. You have that one Ace of Swords. It shows like clear path images. There's a lot to be had. You can meditate on this card probably for a long time. The darkness of it, of course, the deck is a dark deck to begin with, but the fact that there is still kind of a night light shining on these two figures are showing that they're not in complete darkness. Even in rest, there is some activity going on. There is a union of the lights. The lights are meeting in the middle. They're circling each other. There's a lot of harmony in rest. They're also speaking of notes in music. Without the pauses, it would just be noise. It would not be music. The pauses are what makes everything possible, what makes everything go in harmony. So the resting period is always as important as the active period. The number 4 represents stability for me, always. The 4 tables of a leg. Always give a table, you know, a place to sit where you feel like you have some sort of security. It's better than 2. It's double. Okay? So I'm going to pull out some more cards with this. I got a lot from that, unbelievably enough, but I always do. really wants you to concentrate on that energy of rest. They're having me put in here that the world, there's a lot of, what is it? They're saying they were calling it Striketober. People left their job, decided not to go back to their jobs. I think it was in August. They're talking about the job situation where people are resting. They're resting to see where they need to go and what they need to do. The world, a lot of the world has decided that the way of things before they did not want it to go back to the way it was. There wasn't enough rest. It was just a lot of noise. As I was talking about the notes. Too many people working too many hours without any rest to really discover what their path or journey. They became, for lack of a better word, slaves to the job. Okay. Right, King of Wands. There's a great big build-up coming up for people to really set the world on fire and decide their own path. The King of Wands is all about taking the lead in a situation, deciding a path, a set way to go, and going in that direction. But because this is coming, this is even more important, to be rested and really take the time to charge the batteries. It's like I love to say this, to charge your batteries to full capacity so that when these changes come through, you're going to be able to move forward. You're going to be able to make the right decisions that are for you. Clear of mind, clear of body. It's very important. You don't take that time. You're not working at full capacity. I do feel it's a time of rest for many people right now. They're putting up their hands and saying, no, I want to do something different now. And I'm going to choose it, and when I do, watch me, because I'm really going to go. Right. The Nine of Pentacles rarely means a handout. It means people who have worked hard with the Eight have accomplished something really, really important in their lives. And Spirit's saying that this is a huge accomplishment for people to realize that they need more in their lives, that you need more to feel fulfilled. It's going to bring leadership and abundance and great accomplishment, self-accomplishment. You're going to be able to be proud of yourself and say, I've done that and I did it because I wanted to, because I was passionate about it. Okay? You've got the earth and the fire here. Very passionate about it. Yeah. You've got this beautiful fountain in the background. Beautiful, beautiful fountain. The fountain of plenty is what they're saying. Okay? Let me see here if I can get it to focus. There we go. That beautiful fountain of plenty. The Two of Wands, contemplating your next move. That's exactly what I feel. I feel like we're going to a 2, we're going into a 4, and then we're going to hop into a 6. We're really thinking things through. This is thinking innovatively. This is looking at the world from a different vantage point. Everything is slowing up because there's going to be a great big whirlwind of activity that suddenly picks us up and takes us out. Yeah, it's definitely coming, Pisces. That's the way it's going right now, absolutely. Queen of Wands, more fire. You got the King and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of popularity. She brings in a lot of fire and excitement to the mix. This new world that we're building is going to be very exciting for us. I keep hearing the words flavor, savory. It's going to reignite our taste buds, as per se. It's going to make us just put a little fire in everything that we've done. These new perspectives are going to offer so many different new ways of experiencing the world. And we're going to be part of that movement. Imagine that. It's going to be such a wonderful thing to be part of. As slow as I feel today, I feel this excitement building. But I feel that it is really imperative that we are in this rest period so that we can be full capacity when we finally decide to move forward in this energy. When we finally decide to make things happen. And she is definitely making things happen. Look at all these arms. Yeah. That's fiery wand energy if you've ever seen it. Okay? Taking all of these passionate, innovative, explosive new things and just taking the lead on it and being pioneers and really putting things, a brand new spin on everything. I'm already feeling it and I'm already seeing it. More than ever now, Pisces, I remember 30 years ago, I used to look up things and I go, you know, these things should exist. These things should exist. Somebody must have invented this. And I couldn't find things. And now that's happening less and less. I look up things and I can find something comparable. And things are always improving as we go. It's truly wonderful. When we're left to experience our imaginations and creativity, it really brings in a lot of harmony. Look at the Lover's card. In all things. In all things. Creativity and invention and flavor, it makes the world a nicer place. It makes the people in it even more interesting. It brings an even more sense of community because we want to be around each other. And look at that beautiful 8 of Pentacles. What did I tell you? The 8 that brings in the 9. It really is in here, Pisces. It really is coming in as we're really working and putting the light of intention on what we want to bring in. This message, though, however, is to let you know that we really need to start focusing on this rest period. Get plenty of rest. Because otherwise we're just going to be living in another world of noise, as we have been before. Everybody's going 100 miles an hour. Nobody's looking at anything. Nobody's savoring anything. Nobody's enjoying anything. Everybody is running, running, running. They're showing me the women who can't walk in their heels, which is, by the way, evil. I'm kidding, I don't believe in evil, but high heels who put on their running shoes, they're just showing me this as an example, so that they can run faster. They don't wear the shoes that make them feel or look good. They wear the shoes that are going to get them there faster because they're on a schedule. They're really got to move fast, fast, fast. So they they take the harmony of the outfit out of it for comfort, which in most cases I would completely agree with. I've done it myself. Yes, put the running shoes on. You don't want to hurt your feet. However, the whole point is not about how bad high heels are, well, they are. It's about we've always been messing up the image that we're creating for ourselves to suit the outside environment. Okay, the illusion. So they want us to stop having illusions and to create the real environment that we're in, where we don't need to rush in very uncomfortable shoes, but stay fashionable and be beautiful and not having to warp what we're trying to create. I hope that made sense. I know it's kind of weird, but that's the example they gave me. I guess I could have used something different, but I think you get it. All right. I'm going to pull from the Shaman. I have to see where my book is. I don't see it. All right. Ooh. The Smoky Mirror. Oh my God. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. The distorted image. On the surface, we have the image of the perfectly put together, and I'm using myself as an example because I am a woman, where you had the perfect outfit, and you created this image, let's say, from shopping for it, okay? You created the outfit and the shoes and everything. But if you're in a car that the windows are open, you have to tie down your hair because you're rushing in a vehicle to get to the location. If you're walking, you have to put comfortable shoes and you have to take off the shoes that match the outfit because you're rushing towards something. You are accommodating, absolutely, but you are always accommodating for the situation around you. The situation is not accommodating for you, okay? It's always been that way. We're always accommodating for the outside world. That's the illusion we have lived in and created and let take place. And it's all been smoke and mirrors. Smoky mirrors, but it's smoke and mirrors that is coming through. 47, 11, 11. So this is Spirit, all of this that came in to tell you, well, you know, you've been creating this beautiful image of yourself that's not really truly who you are. Because if most of us decided to work from home, we probably wouldn't need the great big get-up that we put ourselves through, okay? We create a different image, but that image we could sustain, okay? You dressed in flowing clothes like a beautiful Indian princess, but you're at home. You don't need to put comfortable shoes. You can simply stay in these beautiful clothes. And I know I keep bringing back Indian and Hindu people. I have no idea why. Maybe I have watchers from there. Thank you for being here. I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm getting a lot of symbolism from that. So this is really gorgeous, the Smoky Mirror. I'm going to get the book for this. I'm going to look it up and see what it says. The creaking person is me. Alright, so the book is not here. I'm back. Funny enough, when things hide, it's always a message within a message. So the Smoky Mirror, the hidden book, things that you don't see, things that are not in your view. It was right underneath this table. So the Smoky Mirror represents the aspect of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious causality. Beautiful. This symbol also represents a shadow of the human psyche, the parts of self that one disowns. The Smoky Mirror can also represent a state of denial or inability or refusal to see the truth. Right. The truth of it is, Pisces, is that we have been living in an illusion. We have been creating illusions of beauty and what should be and how we should be and everything else, and that is all falling apart, from the outfit to the shoes to the way we do things to the life we live. Everything, all of those conditioned and standards are falling apart. And this time of rest, this time that we've been going through, this could even represent the time of in the pandemic that we have been resting. That it gave us insight on all of this. That we're going to be leading the way in a very different way. It says, when this symbol appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that past the limits of your current ability to perceive, there's a vast interconnected world where events are orchestrated in divine order but challenging to fully grasp. Love that. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current conditions of the world reflect, in the hidden realms, all aspects of the human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the movement and the rest. There you go. The misery, the courage. No matter where you are in your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoky mirror will ultimately show you beauty and wonder once the fog lifts and the distortion that you see now. Oh my God, right? This is so beautiful, Pisces. All right, so that is the big message here. That is the big message. Better things are coming. The fog is lifting, okay? The foggy mirror, the smoky mirror, things are going to start making a lot more sense. You're going to see things in a much clearer way. You're going to see what's needed and what's no longer needed. And that's so, so very important. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to come back later and do the extended on this one. And I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings. Have a lot of rest, Pisces. I'm feeling tired with this reading. I feel like it's telling me that a lot of you need a rest. Even though we have been resting, we need to rest. We're feeling a little bit, yeah, the energy levels are tanking. So they're saying there's a reason for that too. You know, Spirit is asking you to take a time out. Take a time out. And when you do wake up, take the time that you are awake and of this, in your own space, to really pay attention to the things that are important. Okay? We've slowed down a lot in November. All of the stuff that we're doing here is a big slow up from usually what I do. And they continue on that. Every time I start to do a reading and I try to take off in a spin, they slow me right down. They say, just slow it down, okay? So they want you to slow down too, Pisces. They want you to take a break. They want you to rest and really pay attention to what you're doing. Less is more. All right, I will see you later. Take care, Pisces.